Okay guys, we are back with yet another video. We have the Ninja Turtles. Pretty sure this is not what you were expecting, but 2012 Ninja Turtle series action figures. When these figures came out, I just knew that I had to get my paws on them. And, you know, anytime I get an action figure, I always got to review it, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. There should be a couple of WWE action figure unboxing videos in November, so be ready for that. I think without further ado, I think we might as well get started now. Which one do we want to start off with? Now, obviously, my favorite is Leonardo. You know, maybe we just get Leo out the way with, or we could go with Raph, Don, Mike. I don't know. Let's do Raphael first. Okay? Then we'll decide who we're going to do next. Also, before we do that, I just want to show you guys the box art. Pretty cool here. If you put the stuff up... Oh, I got it the wrong way. Put the stuff up like this, you get some cool art with them going and fighting off crime in the night sky. Beautiful art here. Got the background in New York. And you got the turtles fighting, or you got Leo fighting a crane droid. It seems like, and you just got the others flying in the air and whatnot. Let's get into Brother Raphael. So if you open the little cover here, you'll see the figure itself. Holy Christ. Look at everything we got in here. We got Chompy. We got whatever. Oh, the Spyroach that Donnie made. We got the Spyroach. Obviously his size. The turtle thingy. Got his hands, pizza, and a smoke bomb. All right. What is it? The teapot. The teapot. That's what it's called. The teapot. And obviously, we got Raphael himself. So let's get into this. And there's tape. Great. I need some scissors. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Look at... Oh, maybe I did need some scissors. Ah, dang it. We need scissors, chat. Okay, guys. We got him out the box. He literally just fell on the floor. Look at Raphael. Oh my god, this is so accurate to the series. I was literally just watching it today in school. Now that could be a little bit of a problem. The joints are a little stiff. But other than that, you know, this figure, you know, in general just looks very cool. You got a lot of rotation in the arms. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right there. Who cares? It works. Articulation is what I was looking for. It's got a lot of articulation here. Once again, a little stiff, but who cares, right? You can move the foot. It seems yes, you can move the foot up and down. The knee pads are just stiff knee pads. You know, you've got the belt, and you can put his size in here, and you got his bandana. The cool thing about his bandana is that you can move it from side to side, up and down. So if you want to pose him, you could show like his thing is blown in the wind or whatnot. So that's cool to have. Let's sit Raph to the side. Let's get a couple of his things out of here. Another head scan. This is when Raphael gets serious and he gets angry. He's getting sick of Mikey's antics and he just crashes out. Also, I'd like to add in that head scan or that head sculpt, whatever you call it, is also used for when like Raphael and his brothers are like deeply in battle and he's locked in. So, you know, it's not only when he gets angry, but it can be used for when he gets angry. That's exactly what type of head scan this is. And once again, with the bandana, you get to rotate the back of it. So once again, pretty cool. Right, another head scan. Then you've got the guys. You got Chompy, Raph's pet here. Once again, pretty cool. Can you move? Nope, it's just, you know, a little figure. Pretty cool, though. Good attention to detail, good coloring and whatnot. Then you got the addition to one of my favorite episodes of the show, the Spyroach. Oh, my God. This thing scared the Christ out of Raphael. That's the episode with all the gigantic roaches and whatnot. Once again, one of my favorite episodes. It's, like, cool to see Raph being afraid of roaches. But it would have been cool if they would have had a head scan that you know, had him being afraid of the Spyroach. But you know, that's pretty cool. Everything's been dumped out. We can get rid of this. first of all, let me get into one of my favorite parts, which is the size, the weapons. These things are so small. These are definitely easy to lose, extremely bendy, so I'd be careful with these. You can put, you know, one back here. Won't slide all the way down, but, you know, it'll get there if you shove it down a little more. And then this one can go in his hand here. So that's a cool part. This will go in his hand. Wants to make a salad or destroy a crane droid, you can do that. Stab, stab, stab. Pretty cool with this. So he's got some different hands. They pop off just like that. And as you can see, we've got some different hands. It looks like this one is like for waving or doing like a fighting stance, like, you know, hey Mikey, or if he's just like aura farming and just wants to hit you or something, he's posing like this, trying to hit you, aiming for your face. Bow! You know what I'm saying? So, cool hands. And you got another one for the other side, just in case. Also, the hands are pretty cool. You know, they got the tape on there. Once again, pretty cool, wrapped around the thumb and the fingers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Then you got Raph, a little slice of pizza. Once again, you got to keep that away from Mike. He's definitely going to eat it. So the smoke bombs, I don't really know exactly how these are supposed to fit in the hands. I guess you just keep it in there like this. Because with this one, you can't really put it in there. But it's just a cool accessory that comes with the turtle. So you got a little cool smoke bomb, throw on the floor. Then you've got the T-Pod. Oh, Jesus. Also don't know how you would put this in the hands. You know, let me get an example maybe. Yeah, Raph is too angry. You know, he's too angry to hold this. So, you know, but it's cool. We got T-Pod. So we got a T-Pod, a pizza, a smoke bomb, and that's pretty much it. And then you got the other ones like Chompy and the Spy Roach. Pretty cool. That's everything that comes with Raphael along with his hands. Now let's do a little bit of some playing around with Raphael. Pop his head off. You could put this one on. Let me take these out. I don't want to break these by accident. So you want to keep going until you hear that pop, maybe. Or actually, it's already on. It's already on. So here's Raph, looking extremely angry, extremely crash-outable, and he's like just mad. He's let the anger get the best of him, and his brother Mike is bullying him. Okay, so here we got ourselves a little valid pose. Raphael's angry. He's got the sign in his hand, the way he usually holds it, and he's aiming for you, trying to stab you. This is so cool. This is Raphael, ladies and gentlemen. This action figure is so awesome. I'm gonna put him here. You guys probably can't see him. I'm gonna put him right here. So now he's standing up there. We're gonna put him right there. Gonna put all of his accessories next to him. And also, I do plan on getting Shredder as well. Shredder, and if they do come out with a Splinter, I'll do that. That way I can do both of them at the same time. We're gonna put Setscan right there and get rid of all this access junk. Should we get into Leo now? Nah. Let's get into Donatello. Let's do Donnie. Okay, here is Donatello. Let's focus back up. Here's Donatello. Here's the opening. So you've got the long, lengthy feller himself. And, you know, he's got all that happy stuff in there. Also, I don't know what this is over here or what it's supposed to be, but it's pretty cool. All right, so let's get up in this thing. Okay. Gotta just let me get... Okay, oh shoot. Okay, here is Donatello. We're gonna toss the box. And we're gonna just admire this action figure for a second. Now, believe it or not, Donatello actually has one of my favorite weapons in the Ninja Turtles, and that's only because of the way he uses it. I mean, well, in this show, they all use their weapons pretty cool. But Donnie, like, the way he be spinning that staff around and stuff, it just be like, dude, First, let's start off with his head. This is, I guess, a head scan for when he's like nerding out over some crazy invention that he just made, or when he's geeking out to April. It's one of the two. I don't know. But this head scan is cool. You know, obviously he's a different shade from Raphael here. Once again, pretty cool. Also the eye color too, I forgot to mention. They do have different eye colors just like in this show. Cool. Might just have to dump all this stuff out. Oh, we got the Dr. Cluckensworth. Is that what his name was? I have no idea. I forgot the pigeon dude's name. But he's got the big old brain. This is like from whatever season it was when they got stuck at that old barn. You know, we can get into bow staff in that later because that comes with the actual thing. We got his little machine thing that he used. Once again, I don't know the name of this thing. We got this little thing that you put on his head. It's like some little goggles that he wears during science experiments. Once again, pretty cool. And then he just comes with the standard pizza, smoke bomb, and teapot thing. So we're just gonna get, oh my god, we're just gonna get all that stuff out. And the hands. Oh wait, Donnie has different hands. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, that was a struggle, but here is Donatello. Oh my god, Donatello is one of my favorite turtles in the series. I can't really put, like, you know, which turtle was my favorite and which one was my least favorite, because they all were, you know, just completely fantastic in the show. That's like asking me to choose a favorite Michael Jackson song. Absolutely can't do it. But anyways, here is the action figure. Now, obviously it's completely different from Raph. Let's just compare here. First of all, they have, you know, different materials for the little, ankle things, and then the knee pads, elbow pads, and the little arm things. Once again, they both have these, the tape white on their hands. Once again, cool attention to detail. But they do have different color, like shells too. Shells on the back and shells on the front. This one is slightly, I guess, lighter than Raph's, whatever. Enough with Raphael. We already reviewed you, pal. But anyways, this is Donnie's face. He's extremely mad and he's ready to fight somebody that took April, and now he's really upset about that. So, you know, Donnie's mad. He's also a little stiff here and there, but once again, takes nothing away from the action figure. Still posable. So here are his hands. I wonder if you can put the bow staff in his hand. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to put the bow staff in his hand here, because, you know, with this one, it can't fit either. We'll get into that. Donnie's nerding out. Well, actually, according to my calculations, if you divide and you multiply and you subtract and add, that's one of these fingers right here. Or you can add them pointing at somebody and be like, you're wrong. Or when he was fighting Vizioso, this is the end for you, Vizioso. So yeah, that goes with the face or whatever. Let's switch out the heads here. I'm sorry, Donnie, I'm gonna have to decapitate you. I'm so sorry. Now this is when you can add him. Okay, there goes the head. Okay, so this is the head where you can say, oh, Donnie's just nerding out. Well, you know, according to my calculations and all that other good stuff, that's when you can use this to say he's nerding out. But once again, pretty cool figure. This pointer finger is so hilarious. Like, dude, you could just nerd out any moment. Now, once again, my only concern with this is the bow staff, because, you know, you got these hands. None of these fit the bow staff in there, unless I'm just, you know, not trying hard enough. But one thing I do want to mention is that you did get this thing with the blade coming out of the stick, and what I did not realize is that on one of these you can pull, oh yeah, look, you can pull this out and replace the staff with this. So now he's got his staff with the blade coming out, which is, once again, extremely cool. Still wondering how I'm supposed to put the bow staff in his freaking hand. Also, you have this little hole in the back of him where you could put this thing and it'll hold the bow staff. Okay, now this is what Donnie looks like with the bow staff inside of his little holder here. Once again, pretty cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Still don't know how I'm going to get the bow staff to fit in his hand, but, you know, I think that's something for me to figure out later. If I just put the staff in maybe like right here it'll fit. So it does fit, but you'd like have to take off the staff and put it in there like that manually. I'll show it at the end of the video, but you know, that's Donatello. That is Donatello. Oh wait, one more thing before we end this. I just want to see what it looks like with his little goggles on. Okay, because it wasn't, you know, cooperating with me on the other one, I used it on the other head scan. It looks pretty cool. You know, he's focused with his stuff on. He wants nobody bothering him. He doesn't want Mikey in there touching his science experiments. All is well with Donatello. I'm just gonna extend the camera that way. And I think you're good enough to go stand next to your brother. You right there, just gonna move your access head over there, your access hands, your staff, and all that other good stuff. And now I think it's time for us to move on to the next turtle. We're just gonna get into Michelangelo next. Let us open the front, and as you can see, we have Michelangelo. Now, believe it or not, you know, I ordered all the whole pack. Mikey actually came separately from his other brothers, so he was the first one that I got. So, you know, shout out to Michelangelo, the funniest turtle. And here is Michelangelo. Now, Mikey here, he might have one of my favorite. I know I just said that about Donnie, but bro, look at these nunchucks, dude. These nunchucks is, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm glazing, but like, gee, come on. Here is Michelangelo, right? So here, so before we get into actually, let's just get into Mikey. So once again, obviously, Michelangelo being the shortest and the youngest turtle, obviously, I don't think that has anything to do with his skin complexion. He is 10 times lighter than his brothers. Once again, pretty cool attention to detail. Once again, his bands and knee pads and all of the stuff is completely different from Donnie's and Raph's and stuff. All the same articulations as his other brothers. You know, compact shell or whatever. Now, Mikey's little thing here, you can slide his nunchucks on in there. So, speaking of nunchucks, let's look at the nunchucks. And first, I want to start off with this thing. Holy Christ. Look at this thing. It's connected by actual chains. Well, I don't think it's like real chains, but it's like they made like a real type chain thing to this. So this is the extended nunchuck that he uses in the show. And it has, once again, like Donnie, he's got like a little blade that goes to his little nunchuck too. So, you know, whenever Donnie and Mikey feel left out with having sharp objects to their weapons, they just be like, hey, Splinter, give me a blade. Or they ask, you know, Donnie to do it. There's Mikey with the extended nunchuck. Pretty cool. Once again, using the actual chains for it. And with the other nunchucks, once again, they do... Oh, shoot. Did that just come off? This little thing here could come off. Don't know why. But, you know, it's okay. But these nunchucks do also use the little chain thing. I don't know, is it just that one? Or do they all do that? No, that one didn't do it. Let me see, does this one do it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that might be the case or something. Yeah, these come off. So wait, does that mean... Wait, no, this one just snapped completely off. That's not good. I don't want to lose this. There we go, that wasn't so hard. So yeah, let's just keep this on here. You know, you don't want to lose any of that. So, you know, that's cool. Cool attention to detail with the nunchucks. So here is Michelangelo. I put him in like a quick pose. You got his nunchuck in here. You got his other nunchuck here. And it wouldn't stay, so I just had to put it, I had to tuck it in here. But, you know, here is Michelangelo. Yes, this is their head scan. Also forgot to mention, I mean, they all got, like, rotatable bandanas. So if you want, you could just have Mikey, you know, doing something like this if you want. But once again, that is pretty cool. And while we've gotten into the figure itself, we have not seen the accessories. So Michelangelo has different hands, right? He has these little cowabunga hands, booyakasha hands. I'm surprised that's my first time saying the booyakasha in the video. Booyakasha! whatever, but, you know, that's besides the point. I'm surprised he didn't come with a skateboard. You would have thought Mikey, of all people, would have came with a skateboard, but I guess not. But he's got these hands, you know, the little Uso hands. He's, I guess, teasing somebody. He's pointing at Raph, teasing him. You know, you're scared of a cockroach. Then we've got Ice Cream Kitty. Ice Cream Kitty. Ice Cream Kitty is so cool. I'm so glad that they brought this. I'm literally going to put Ice Cream Kitty in my refrigerator. And, like, I'm not going to care. My mom and dad are going to open the fridge and they're going to be like, why the frick is there a plastic cat in the refrigerator? So, you know, once again, cool. The smoke bomb, the teapot, and the pizza obviously came with everybody else. Pretty cool. And Mikey comes with 4 sets of hands. The ones he has on in these extra grabbing hands, I guess. Once again, these are probably like for fighting stances or whatever. This action figure is like, I don't know, Mikey, these action figures feel so much different because, like, you know, you grew up watching these turtles and then you actually got them in action figure form. It's crazy. Look, if I put pizza right here. Oh, no, it doesn't. All right, well, I want to let him hold a pizza because, you know, pizza's his favorite here. Forgot. This, from my angle, it looks cooler. Let me see if I can get it from my angle. Lord have mercy, look at that pose. That pose is so cool. You know, I'll pose the other ones in the back. But, you know, there is Michelangelo. I am not choosing favorites here. I love all the Ninja Turtles equally. I swear I do. I don't love a turtle more than the other. I promise. I don't. You gotta listen to me, man. I swear I don't. You know, sometimes, you know, one can outshine the other, but promise you, I don't have favorites. You know, don't rewind to the beginning of the video and, you know, be like, oh my God, well, you said Leonardo.
Shut up. Nobody said anything.
But with that being said, let's get into your boy, Leonardo, the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I swear I'm not hyping him up more than the others, but look, oh my God, look at that action figure. Oh my God, look at the blue. Now, I do have one complaint about this action figure, and I hate it so much. So, you know, everybody else comes with, you know, you got Raph chilling with his normal eyes. You got Mikey chilling with his normal eyes. And you got Donnie chilling with his normal eyes. You know, let's get a Leo with his normal eyes. Nope. He's meditating and is closed. And the only other option is this one, with him being possessed by the darkness. You know, they could have gave us another head scan with us just having Leo chilling or something. He could have been like frowning or smiling or something, like with his eyes open or something, but like not closed. I get meditating. Could have just gave us a third head scan, but it's okay. Look at all of that. Oh my God. I'm like, actually, I'm not gonna say that because then I'm gonna get canceled. Like, just so mesmerized by this, I can figure out like, look, you just pass out. You know, I'm not blazing. Maybe you just need to give the program. If, like, I feel like someone's on the verge of saying, well, like, you're blazing right now, just action figure. But you know what? You don't have the goal that's currently in front of you right now. So you don't know aura, you don't know ball when you see it. So let's get into the accessories first, because obviously you just got to do that. And once again, Leonardo also comes with 4 sets of hands.
Where the frick is Raph and Donnie's 4 sets of hands?
Once again, Leo, for some reason of all of them, comes with, well, these aren't cowabunga hands. This looks like Leo's doing the, I don't know what this is. This looks like the cowabunga hand. This looks like he's just reaching out or something. He may be doing that thing where he turned into freaking Naruto in that one episode when he was fighting with Karai and was doing all of that. Or that thing that Master Splinter taught him to show something to heal himself. This is the head scan that I just despise. Why? I love meditating Leo, but we could have got something with his eyes open or something. I don't know. Why this one? Still cool. Love the head scan. Love the whole meditation thing. It's crazy. You got the blaster for when him and his brothers went to go fight the rock thing to stop Krang. And, you know, this thing was barely doing any damage. It did some damage, but, you know, it was garbage in the long run. So cool that they came with that. You know, we've got his katanas. Oh my god, look at these things. Now, can these things come off? Can like the bottom part come off like Mikey's did? Nope, good. We've got the katanas. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm not glazing here, but like, dude, this is so cool. We've got some katanas for Leo. Gonna get into that soon. Once again, everything else is just the standard. You got another pizza, another teapot, a fourth smoke bomb. You've got some balled up fists, which I'm surprised Raphael doesn't have. You know, Leo won a fist fight or something. Bow, bow. You know, that's awesome. Rav doesn't have... Oh, yes he does. Rav has one balled up fist. So, you know, if you want to box, you know, he can get down. No, he does. Rav does have balled up fist. I don't know how I walked... Either I forgot and said that earlier, or these just spawned out of nowhere. Because, like, I swear these weren't... Leo, along with Raphael, they both have balled up hands, and just in case they get into any altercations from arguing with each other. So, you know, Raph and Leo do have fist. And then again, they have these little hands, you know, for aura farming like Mikey and Raph. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I posed them aura farming vibes. So, like, if you look at Raph right now, he's got this hand right here, just aura farming, and so does Mikey. So that's what I mean by that. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 series is so good. Once again, I mean, look, I've seen every single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. I've seen all the movies. I've seen all the TV shows from 2003. Even the live action one, I've seen that one too. With the fifth turtle. I'm not too caught up with the comic books and, you know, all that other stuff. But here is Leo. Out of the box. Once again, has different shade of green for his skin tone than everyone else, which is pretty cool. He's got the little buckles here on this thing. Holy Christ, camera, would you focus for me? Focus, focus, focus. Yes, there is the little buckles, also the same as Donnie here. Donnie also has a little buckle for him. But there's Leo's. Once again, they got everything about Leo just down to the last
minute details.
He's got like the little tan armband. He's got the tan bandages on his hands. Like, everybody else got white, but they knew better. They was like, we need to get the leader of the team his correct bandages. That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, he's got different knee-pads, once again, with the tan ankle bandages. I don't know what you call these. He's got the katana holsters, so you hold these up. You can put these in here. Once again, pretty cool. I wonder if these are different sizes. And my brother has just come back from basketball practice, and he's got some new shoes. We've got to do a review on those new shoes as well, chat. Cool part about this, and one thing that I like, is that you can put his katanas right in here. Just like so. In there. And you've got like the little view of him with the katanas in there like this, which is so super cool. I love this action figure. So yeah, you know, Leo, you know, it's got the little katana in his little holsters. Once again, pretty cool. And one thing that's cool about this is that the holsters don't slide out of the shell like freaking Donnie's does. You might lose this one day, like trying to look for it. But these, you know, these are on there. It's stuck to the shell, so that's pretty good to know. Once again, or with this, now I don't know. Oh, you could just hold it like this. Once again, these little small things right here don't even fit in his hands. I think these are only made for like the weapons to fit in there, but Donnie's bow staff doesn't even fit in his hand, so I don't even know how that's supposed to work. Okay, so somehow, some way, I actually got the blades to fit in his hands. They work. And as you see, I tried to recreate the pose with him fighting Shredder. You know, with him doing the whole thing. This, I guess they put too much paint on the knee when you know, tried to bend it. But once again, takes nothing off of the figure. The figure is still the figure. It's fine. Once again, this figure, oh my god, it's just so cool. This figure has so much aura. I'm telling you. Leonardo. Just take Leo's head off. Gotta decapitate him real quick. Decapitation. Resuscitation. There we go. Y'all heard that pop? That's how you know an action figure head is on there. When you hear that pop, oh yeah. So this is Leo's meditating face. So this is whenever he's like meditating. Holy Christ. This is when he's meditating with Splinter. You can't fully get on his knees. Don't even think about saying nothing stupid up in the comments, alright? This is the best you're gonna get. And Leo getting on his knees to meditate. Because, you know, the figure's not really bendable in knees like that. But, you know, just for comments sake, this is what it will look like. I'm surprised he didn't come with like these hands. Like, maybe that's what these are. Maybe that's what these are for. But these don't look like meditating hands. Oh, yes, they are meditating hands. Oh my God! That's what these are for. These are for him meditate. Hold up. This is the best it's gonna get. So this is what it's supposed to look like when he's meditating. You know, pinky's out. Thumb meets thumb. And, you know, do whatever with the pointer. That's what he's supposed to look like when he's meditating. Right? Cool beans. Once again, the figure is so stiff, I can't even get it to do the full thing. Oh, yep, there we go. I got it. We might be able to get him in full meditation pose. Oh my God. Did we do it? Did we do it now? The hands. Oh my God, he's on his knees. He's on his knees. Pause. He's on his knees. Now, obviously, I'll just have to press the hands together. Let's bring the camera down. Let's see the aura. Oh my God, he is meditating. He's meditating. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is what he looks like when he's meditating. That's what the hands are for. That's what the face is for. And obviously, that is what this figure is for meditation. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, perfect thing to do, follow Leo's lead and meditate. Meditation is key. Let's put the katanas in here real quick. Katanas to give him the extra aura he needs. Look at that. Look at that. Plus 1 trillion aura right there, ladies and gentlemen. Leo could never walk around auraless. It can't happen. You know, maybe Donnie can walk around auraless because, you know, he's had his moments. But, like, Leo? Nah. We chilling with Leo. But, yes, that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 Ninja Turtle action figures. I just said Ninja Turtles like twice in that one sentence. Here are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2012 action figures. Once again, these are extremely goated. Nothing top these figures, okay? Not even the other turtles that came out that look like freaking animatronics. These are better. These are better. You got Leo, Mikey, Donnie, and Raphael. You choose in the comments which one is your favorite turtle, and out of these 4 action figures, which one is your favorite. Depending on who your favorite turtle is might determine who your favorite which one of these figures is your favorite, because they all look like so accurate to the show itself. I still do want to get the 2003 Ninja Turtles. So if you see me do a review on those turtles too, then don't be surprised, because I am looking forward to get that. Also, Shredder and Splinter. If I don't even know if Splinter's out, but I know Shredder is. So whenever, you know, I come across Shredder, we will be doing a review on that as well. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Get yourself one of these action figures and have yourself a great day. I have a thumbnail to make. Should I say something absolutely cringy, like one of their phrases, like you know, booyakasha? Or should I say cowabunga dude? Or should I just end the video and not be cringy at all? Well, given that it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video, I feel like I gotta be cringy here. So I'm gonna go with Mikey's saying booyakasha!